If we look back at the mid-2000s, mobile photography was treated as a complete afterthought. Cameras on phones were mostly reserved for incredibly grainy, low-resolution shots that barely resembled the actual subject you were pointing at. Let us physically test the built-in camera system of the first-generation Apple smartphone to see exactly what its incredibly basic optical hardware was capable of capturing. On paper, the specifications are almost laughably bad by today's standards. It features a single fixed-focus 2-megapixel sensor slapped on the back. There is absolutely no optical image stabilization, no autofocus mechanism whatsoever, and zero optical zoom. To make matters even worse, there is completely no flash module, meaning nighttime photography is absolutely impossible. If you try to take a picture in a dimly lit room, the result is just a dark, incredibly noisy blur. And shockingly, the native camera application did not even have a button to record video. It was strictly for still photos only. However, when you look at the raw photo quality in perfect daylight conditions, the results were actually surprisingly decent for 2007. Because there was no complex autofocus mechanism to hunt for the subject, the shutter speed was incredibly fast. You just pointed the phone, tapped the digital button, and the photo was instantly captured. The color reproduction was relatively natural, avoiding the heavily oversaturated look that many competitors favored. But the absolute brilliance of this camera system was not actually the lens or the sensor, it was the software interface of the photo gallery. Reviewing photos on this device was a completely revolutionary experience. The introduction of the intuitive pinch-to-zoom feature made checking the fine details of an image incredibly smooth and totally natural. You could fluidly swipe through hundreds of photos without any of the massive lag that plagued other operating systems. The hardware was incredibly basic, but the seamless software integration made the entire act of taking and sharing photos feel infinitely more engaging than any other device on the market at the time.